my name's Liz, I'm the baker that sews. Welcome to my channel if you're new and welcome back if you are a subscriber. As always, it's really lovely to have you here as I share my sewing journey. So today's video is going to be a bit of a chatty one. I've got a list of things that I'd like to share with you, which includes a sewing challenge, which I'm going to talk about at the end of this vlog. I've also got some fabrics that I've been buying, some buttons, and then a candle, which you can see just behind me, and some wax melts, which smell amazing. So I just wanted to share those with you too. And before I get started, I'll let you know what I'm wearing. And I am wearing a hack of the Lyra shirt dress, which is a Tilly in the Buttons pattern. So I have hacked it to turn into a jumpsuit, so instead of a dress. So the Lyra shirt dress is a shirt dress. You can have a knee-length skirt, or you can add a tier on the bottom, so it's more like a midi length. And it's button down. So I've kept the button down detail. It's still got the two-piece collar with the collar stand. And I've kept the same sleeve length, but what I decided to do was hack it so it's a jumpsuit. So I've added some fairly wide-legged trousers, and they stop just above the ankle, and it's in this lovely khaki fabric, and it's got animals all over it. So it's got, I think they're leopards or cheetahs, I can never tell, all over it. And the reason I made this was because we were learning about the savannah and wild animals, and I'd had this stash in my fabric stash for ages, and when I was looking through my fabrics, I was reminded that I had this and it fitted in really nicely with what we were learning about at school. So I actually wore this when I was teaching about these animals, and the children absolutely loved like spotting them, naming them, counting how many animals there were, and that sort of thing. It's always nice when my outfits coincide with what we're teaching. I am planning to do a tutorial on how I created the jumpsuit using the Lyra shirt dress. Let me know in the comments below if that's something that you'd be interested in. I can talk you through how I hacked the patterns together, and any alterations that I needed to make. So just let me know, but I am hopefully going to film that over the next couple of weeks, so you can make one too if you want to. I was inspired by a jumpsuit that I saw in a high street shop, and then I just got thinking about what patterns I had in my stash, and then I came up with this. I'll insert a picture so you can see what it looks like full length too, but that's what I'm wearing. So I've got my trusty notebook as always, and I thought I would start with some fabrics that I have been buying. I know I've just done a massive fabric haul, but I've got a couple of pieces that I've just been buying over the last week and a half, so I thought I'd share them with you because they're so beautiful. So let's start with a bundle that I bought. So Felicity Fabrics have just started doing bundles of fabric where they put together some bundles that they think go really nicely together, and then you can buy them at a reduced rate. And I got a 1 metre bundle, so I got 3 pieces of fabric that are all 1 metre in length, and they go so beautifully together. I've unravelled them. I should have kept them stacked, but let me show you what they look like together. They're so beautiful. So I've got this cotton, sort of, it's a navy background, and it's got all these leaves and flowers all over them, and I just love the colours, so pretty. And then I've got this cotton dobby, which is in like a sort of a lilac-y pink colour, and that's really beautiful too. And then I've got corduroy, which is in a navy, so they all go together, and I've got 1 metre of each. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to make with them. That's the corduroy, and it's really drapey actually. It's lovely and soft. I hold it up so you can see it's lovely and drapey. And then the cotton dobby, it's quite a lightweight fabric, which is beautiful. I'm actually thinking of using the Stitch Designs, I think it's called Stitch Designs. Oh, actually I've got it here. I'm actually thinking Straight Stitch Designs, sorry. I'm actually thinking of using the Straight Stitch Designs Meadowwood blouse pattern for this. I think that would make a really beautiful blouse for the summer. And then this is the cotton fabric. If I open it up. Really high quality fabric. It's actually really quite wide, so you do get quite a lot for your money, and it has got a little bit of drape to it. Now what I was considering doing was turning this one into a blouse, and then I was considering using the corduroy to make a little jacket. I know I'm really loving the Sew Over It cocoa jacket at the moment, and I was wondering whether I could use this cotton as the lining and then this as the main part of the jacket, because I just think they work so nicely together. I think it would be really beautiful to get the flash of that on the inside of the jacket and then that on the outside. And I think because the corduroy is such a plain fabric, it would go with quite a lot in my wardrobe, but with the flash of that beautiful fabric on the inside, it's still got a bit of detail to it, and it's still quite fun because I love that fabric. I think it's really fun. And then with that shirt underneath, I thought the whole outfit would just go really nicely together. The alternative is still using this fabric to make a blouse, because I just think that lends itself so nicely to a blouse. And then I'm not sure what I would do with this one, possibly a little summer shirt maybe. I'm not quite sure. I could use it to make a little skirt, but I think I'd probably, because I've only got a metre, make a little shirt with that one, or maybe the sagebrush top, and then I would turn this into a mini skirt, maybe the is it called the Ness pattern by Tilly and the Buttons, possibly. But I just wanted to share that because they've kind of taken the hard work out of it for you in terms of putting those fabrics together and looking at the colourways and how they all work together. And I think it was £30 for those 3 pieces of fabric. They're all different types of fabric, and I'm going to get some really lovely garments out of them that all go together. And I know that they've got quite a few other bundles on their website, so I'll link Felicity Fabrics down below, particularly the bundles, so you can go and check them out. They do sell quite quickly, just to let you know. And then I've got another piece of fabric that I thought I'd show you from Sew Me Sunshine. This was just put on there the other day, and it came quite quickly in the post actually. It is a cotton seersucker, and it's in this beautiful stripe detail. They're like pastel shades, and I just absolutely love all of those colours together. I got 3 meters of this fabric. If I hold it up, it's quite wide. It's very lightweight, and the stripes go down. But I just think this is absolutely beautiful, this fabric. I love that crinkle texture that you get from a seersucker. It's going to become some kind of dress. I'm not quite sure which dress pattern I'm going to use yet, but I really think I'd be able to have lots of fun playing around with the stripes. So having some of the stripes going down and then some of the stripes going across, I think that would look really effective on a dress pattern. So yeah, I'm not quite sure which dress pattern to use yet. It's quite a crisp fabric because it's a cotton seersucker, so it hasn't got a huge amount of drape. I think it's going to hold its shape quite well. So maybe a pattern that's got quite poofy sleeves so that I can make the most of that feature. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not really sure on what pattern I'm going to use, but I just adore those colours, and I think it's going to make a really beautiful summer dress. I just love it. I think it's such a fun fabric. If Harriet's got any left, I'll pop a link to it. Otherwise, I'll just link Sew Me Sunshine below, because there's always beautiful fabrics going up on their website every day. Such beautiful quality and really speedy postage actually. So thank you so much for getting that fabric out to me quite quickly. So on to some buttons. You've probably seen these already, but Paige Joanna has teamed up with Pigeon Wishes, who's the lovely Meg, to design some buttons, and I bought 2 packs of buttons, so I thought I'd share them with you. So the first one is a mixture of, again, pastel. I'm just loving pastel colours at the moment, so I went for these ones. So we've got pastel-y pink, pastel-y purple and pastel-y blue, and I think they're beautiful. And actually I think those buttons would go really nicely with that fabric because it highlights some of the colours that you've got in that fabric. And then the second one that I went for was this one, and I think they were described as bubblegum, and they really do remind me of bubblegum. So this really interesting shape of a button reminds me of the, is it a pick? I can't remember what you call it. You know when you're strumming on a guitar or a ukulele, it reminds me of that. I don't know what you call it, that shape. And I just love the colours. There's sort of like peachy colours. There's a few hints of purpley pink, and then there's blue and white. I just thought they were really pretty. And again, they could go with that fabric. I think actually those buttons go better with that fabric if I was going to do some kind of shirt dress perhaps. But yeah, I just thought I'd share those buttons because I thought they were absolutely beautiful. They're packaged so beautifully too. And I'll link down below where you can go and buy those buttons, because I know there's different places that stock them. So thank you for those. They're absolutely beautiful, and again came really quickly in the post. Next I wanted to share with you some wax melts. I love wax melts. We've got a couple dotted around our house, and I've got a candle in my room because I just love the fragrance that you get from them. And I came across a company called Needle and Wick. And now this wax melt has been opened because I've already had some of it on, but I'll just show you their logo. And this scent is Sun Kissed, and it smells absolutely gorgeous. If I show you what they look like when they come in this lovely little packaging. Obviously I've ripped it open so I can get them out. And then you get that lovely sticker on the back. But they're so pretty. I show you, they look almost like a chocolate bar. And then this one's got all glitter in, and it just smells amazing, absolutely beautiful. And then I've got another scent of wax melt. I can't remember what the other one's called. This one was Sun Kissed. I think it might be Sunday Morning that I got, and it smells like vanilla. It's absolutely beautiful. I have popped one of these in one of my wax melt burners, and then I popped the Sunday Morning one in a different one, and it's been burning for ages. They last for absolutely ages. And they were really reasonably priced as well, so I was really impressed with those. And then this is the candle. I'll be very careful because I have got it lit. I got Velvet Peony and Oud, I think it's called, by Needle and Wick, and it smells just so beautiful. It's not overly strong because I don't like a candle or a wax melt that's like really perfumey and really strong in scent. They're quite subtle. So yeah, I just wanted to share them because they came really quickly. They smell absolutely amazing, really reasonably priced too. So I just wanted to give them a little shout out, and they're called Needle and Wick, and they are hand poured, and they're based in Manchester. I just thought they came so beautifully wrapped, but also once you unwrap them, they're absolutely beautiful. I do like anything with a bit of glitter on, if I'm being honest. So I'll link them again down below if you want to go and check them out. But oh, I wish you could smell them because they smell so yummy. So then on to a fabric box. So my dream wardrobe box came. I think I've mentioned this before, that I don't always get it each month, but this is the box for May, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to open it up and show you. You get, as always, the information about the box. So it's by Fabric Godmother, and it's called Dream Wardrobe, and it's £59 per month. And within that, you always get a pattern, some fabric, a sewing goodie, and matching thread. Sometimes there's a couple of pieces of fabric, and sometimes there's just one piece of fabric. It just depends on the cost of the fabric and the pattern. I've loved receiving the boxes. If you get a box and you've already got the pattern, you can send it back, and then you get the cost of the pattern credited to your account, and then you can buy whatever you want from their website with that money. So one of the boxes was the Bakerloo blouse and dress, and I'd already bought that pattern. So I just sent it back, I got the money credited to my account, and then I used the money actually to buy some fabric, not to buy another pattern. So you don't have to replace it for another pattern. You can replace it with fabric, which is always lovely to hear. So this month's box has got some beautiful, I think it's a sateen, yeah, viscose sateen. I'm just reading really quickly. It's got viscose sateen in, which is part of the Fabric Godmother fabric collection. It is stunning. I mean, it's in my favourite colour anyway, so I'm going to absolutely love it. So the pattern that's been included in this month's box, let me just get the line drawings to show you, is a pattern by a company called sewingpatternsbymason.com. I hadn't heard of them before, which is the beauty of this box. And the pattern is the Deo dress and blouse. So if I show you, it's a dress that involves a little bit of shearing. So there's shearing across the tummy area, and then there's shearing on the cuffs. This is what the dress looks like, and it looks like there's a keyhole opening on the back. And then the blouse, it's got the same front and back. It looks like there's a little bit of gathering or some pleats on the front. And then it's got a peplum detail, which is lovely. I've just had a quick look on their website to look at their sizes for that pattern. And that pattern comes in sizes extra small to extra, extra large. And for an extra small, it's a 33-inch bust, 25-inch waist, and a 35-inch hip. And then for an extra, extra large, it's a 45-inch bust, 38-inch waist, and a 49-inch hip. And then the fabric that is in the box is this beautiful viscose sateen, which I know is one of the Fabric Godmother fabrics, so part of their collection. It's so beautiful. It's lovely and soft and slippery, and it's got a little bit of sheen to it, but it's also got a bit of texture. I love that green colour with the pink. I absolutely love green and pink together. I think it's such a beautiful colour combination. Now, before I go on to show you the fabric in a bit more detail, Fabric Godmother have just announced that they are going to be extending the size range for their Dream Wardrobe boxes. So there's going to be 2 size ranges that you can get your Dream Wardrobe in. So there's either going to be 6 to 18 size banding or 16 to 30, which is great news because I know that was one downside of the Dream Wardrobe box, that it stopped. I think it only went up to size 20, so it's great that they've now got the 2 size bands. So let me hold up the fabric so you can see what it looks like. It's so lovely and soft. It feels really luxurious. I'm not sure how much we got. I'll have to check the notes to see how much we got of it, but it's quite wide. It's lovely and drapey and really just floaty. I mean, that just floats in the air. I think it's going to make a really beautiful dress. I'm not sure if I would use this one for that pattern. I've got some other fabrics in my stash because I don't know, shearing scares me a little bit. I can do it, but I just worry about the slippiness of this, and using shearing elastic on this fabric. I think I would turn this into something else. I'm not quite sure which pattern to go for with this fabric, but it's going to go in the wash because I absolutely love it, and I can see this being turned into something for the summer. Maybe a nice dress that I can wear out to dinner with friends in the summer. But it's an absolutely beautiful fabric. I nearly bought some of this when Fabric Godmother released the collection, so I'm glad that I didn't, because I've got it in this month's Dream Wardrobe box. And then in the box you also get, as well as the fabric and the pattern, you get some shearing elastic, which is really handy. You get some matching Gutermann thread, which is lovely. So within the notes you always get some information about the fabric and the pattern, and then you also get some suggestions of other patterns, so it might give me some ideas of what I could use that fabric for. Because the idea with the box is you can use the fabric that you get with the pattern that you get in the box, or you can use it for something else and then, you know, use a different fabric that you've got in your stash or you're going to buy for the pattern. So it says, the fabric and pattern that we've been sent this month are a match made in heaven. The gentle shearing of the dress works perfectly with the soft, fluid drape of the fabric. It's a nice, easy to sew dress that comes together surprisingly quickly, as there's only a few pattern pieces. And it's a gorgeous dress that's ideal to wear to a pub lunch, dress up for a wedding, or wear to a barbecue. So it says, if you've never had to go at shearing or didn't feel that a fully sheared bodice was for you, then the little shearing details on the cuffs and waist are a great way to introduce shearing to your summer wardrobe. So the fabric is a viscose sateen, which was part of the Fabric Godmother fabric collection, originally a 1940s floral, and they've updated it with a new colourway. And then we get 2.3 metres of that fabric, which is enough to make the blouse or a dress, or a pair of wide leg trousers. That would look amazing as wide leg trousers actually. So they've suggested a couple of other patterns, like the Friday Pattern Company Wilder blouse, Merchant and Mills the 101 trouser, Tessuti Evie bias skirt, or the Deer and Doe Penissy dress. We need to pre-wash as usual, and you get some instructions about that. There's also some information about the pattern, and then they just let you know what else you include in the box. Oh, and then you also get, I forgot to say, you also get some needles, which are perfect for all those finishing touches. So I'm really pleased with the box this month. I think that fabric is absolutely gorgeous. I hadn't really considered trousers, but I think they would make a gorgeous pair of like palazzo style trousers. So that is one option for the fabric, or I could just go with my favourite type of garment, which is a dress. So I just thought I'd share what this month's box was. And then I have one more thing that I wanted to talk about before I round this video up, and that was a new sewing challenge. So it is a sewing challenge for the month of June, and it's going to be running from the 1st to the 30th of June. There is a hashtag for the challenge, which is t-shirt for summer, and 4 is at the number 4, 2021. And the idea is that you sew up a t-shirt or a t-shirt dress. I'll pop all the details in the description below. And then there are loads of different prizes. There's loads of amazing prizes actually. I'll put in some pictures about the challenge just to give you some more information. But yeah, the idea is that you sew up a t-shirt or a t-shirt dress throughout the month of June, and make sure that you share your t-shirt, and there will be a winner selected randomly and announced early July, which is really exciting. It sounds like a really fun challenge to be part of, and quite straightforward. You don't have to sew a full-on dress, you can just go with a t-shirt, and there's also loads of free t-shirt patterns out there too, so it doesn't even have to cost a huge amount of money, and there are lots of amazing prizes too. So I just thought I'd let you know that is going on. It's an international sewing challenge, so anybody can take part too, and there are a huge range of prizes, and I'm definitely going to be taking part. I love sewing t-shirts, but also some t-shirt dresses. There's a couple of patterns that I've got in my pattern stash that would be perfect. I hope you enjoyed that chatty sewing vlog and just snippets of things that I've been enjoying or things that I've been buying that I just wanted to share with you. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button because you'll get notified of when I bring out my next video. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll be back soon with another video. Take care. Bye.